Since 1973, Tattoo Charlie's has been an established body modification studio in Kentucky, featuring world-renowned artists and piercers, currently with locations on Preston Highway and in Lexington, a staple point in the tattoo community. Learn more at TattooCharlies.com. Set up your appointment today at 7904 Preston Highway. Our tattoos are done while you wait. Welcome to the Metal Forge. I'm your host, Mark Jackson, and I'm going to be pounding out the best regional metal for you tonight. If you're new to this show, pick up your hammer and get down with some of these featured guests. Got any questions or comments? Send them to metalforgeradio@gmail.com. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Metal Forge. My name is Mark, and I'm your host. Holy shit, welcome to the lockdown edition of the show, where everybody is social distancing themselves because of the coronavirus going around. Holy fucking shit. What a weird few weeks it's been, you know. Actually just in the last week alone with everything that's been going on. But anyways, I don't really want to get into all that. It's just been horrendous for a lot of people because of, not being able to do the things they need to do, not being able to go to the shows they need to go to because of this. So the only thing I'm going to say about it is one of the interesting things in the news here, benefiting musicians, because, a lot of bands out there can't go on tour right now, cannot perform shows that were already were there and had to cancel. So if you have a band that you are a fan of that is on Bandcamp on March the 20th from midnight to 11:59 p.m., March the 20th, Bandcamp is going to be giving away all of their profits from that directly to the artists that you purchase from. So if you have a friend's band that's on there, if you have a band that's on there, share that shit out, because you're going to receive all of your money that you get on there. Not really much in the news other than that stuff and everything. And I try to keep this show as apolitical as possible because, that's always been the case of the previous show when it was on the FM deal, is that it's, not a political platform. We have enough bullshit going on in our lives day to day, with, everything else. So this is supposed to be all about the music. So have fun. This is today's episode, issue, whatever you want to call it. I've heard people say both. Is with Wyld, Ryde, Louisville band, straight out of the 80s. Kick-ass dudes, I had a really good time. We were at Mercury Ballroom a couple weeks back. Tom Kiefer performed, and they were opening for Tom Kiefer. So I was down in the basement dressing room with them. It was a kick-ass time. We had a lot of fun. Before the interview, we cut up. We were catching up. I've known Mick and the guys for years and hadn't seen each other for a while. So hopefully you all enjoy the interview, and I'm going to play a couple of tracks from them. So I want you all to keep moving forward, keep your head up, that the Metal Forge is going to go on until I can't do it anymore, and that'll at least give you something to look forward to on Fridays at noon, in case you're shut in. And if you are shut in, hey, the archives are on there. There's probably there's about 100 hours of content you can listen to. That'll get you through the first couple of days. So I love you guys. Thank you all for everything that you do. Let's get into this Wyld ride.
One thing you've got to know.
right, so I'm sitting down here in the basement dressing room with the guys from Wyld, Ryde.
All
Gentlemen,
right.
how you doing?
Good, dude. Good.
Hey.
Rock and roll.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
So go around the room and introduce ourselves. We've got here
Michael Kidd, the drummer.
I'm Chief, lead singer and guitar.
Tommy Blitz on guitar.
And Mick, bass.
So, how long you guys been around as, Wyld Ryde?
This is going in our...
Because, I've known you guys in different incarnations of different bands over the years.
Yeah.
So, tell me about Wyld Ryde. Tell us about that.
Wyld Ryde was actually formed, about 3 years ago?
Almost 3 years to the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Tommy had actually been trying to put something together on and off for a year or maybe better. Had a lot of people coming in and playing with us for a little while, and then they would just quit because it wasn't moving fast enough or whatever. So me and Tommy kind of took a little hiatus, and then we went out to lunch or was somewhere, a bar or something. We started talking, so you know what? No matter what happens, man, we're musicians, and even if we can never find people to start a band, let's just jam together and just write, and at least be doing something. So that's what we started doing, and we ended up running into Mick's brother Nigel, and he come in and started drums with us, and later followed Mick in, and that started Wyld Ryde. Of course, went through some different incarnations of the band until we finally got the missing link and the missing piece, Michael Kidd Vicious on drums.
Absolutely.
So now we feel like the circle is complete, and it's been nothing but amazing having him in the band with us. I mean, us three together was like, man, we just got to find that other person with that good attitude and the same vision that we have, and we found it in Kidd. So so it's on and upward from here,
Yep.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
give him a round of applause for Michael the Kidd Vicious.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I'm blushing, guys.
He actually had hair the last time I seen him.
Yeah.
Not
hair.
mu-
Yeah, he
not
had hair
much.
right.
Not much.
But some.
Some.
I'm following you, man.
Still got more than me, man.
So what's your guys' allure to music?
The music itself.
Yeah,
the music speaks
itself.
for itself. It's like, no matter what, the drive of the music, we want to give people something that sometimes they can't get anywhere else.
Yep.
And that's our commodity right there. We really want to bring it out to the people. We love it. We love playing music, and we just want to keep on doing this and see how far it takes us.
Exactly. We love songs we write great songs that have really good hooks and really good choruses that make you want to stand up and sing along with them, like the bands that we all have loved, So that's our goal.
Mick said something one time that really stuck with me, and he said that he likes music that makes him feel good,
Right.
and that's what it's supposed to be, because you got so much bullshit that goes on in the world, with the 9 to 5 and the bills coming in and just all that, and when we get together and we write and we play music, it's like we get lost for a little while from all that stuff, and we want the crowd to be able to come in and see us for an hour and a half, whatever it is, and be able to get lost in the music with us and forget about their problems and have a great time, and that's what we aim to do. We aim to please with that. So.
We aim to please, and satisfy.
That's right. Satisfy.
Yeah.
What's the craziest working title you've ever had for a song?
Probably Vaseline Alley.
No.
And,
Panty drop.
Panty Dropper was a good one.
Right.
What's some other ones we've had?
Amongst ourselves,
City
we've had some
Streets
crazy
was
titles.
called Shitty Sheets. Not
No,
really.
it's
really.
Shitty streak.
Shitty Streaks. That's it.
Now,
That's just jokes in between.
Never
us.
just jokes.
now I'm
That's
gonna,
not
now I'm
really.
probably gonna hear that every time I hear the song. If you could have written any song or album from anybody else, what would it be?
Too Fast for Love by
Too
Motley Crue.
Fast for Love's a good one. Yeah.
That's me. That's my pick.
Yeah. I'd love to be a part of Kiss Alive, dude.
Yeah.
Just be a part of that band with that crowd and just those songs and the spirit of that era. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All
definitely.
the weed smoking out in the crowd, people partying and chanting. I think that would have been epic, dude.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Tom?
I actually, I'm so happy that we're doing what we're doing, that I don't even think about any other bands.
Ooh, good answer.
I like that answer.
Good answer.
I
Yeah.
just,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never really. I'm with Tommy on that. Because I've never really thought about that.
The rhythm
Yeah.
section's alone again.
Yeah.
That's right.
There you go.
It's all about the songs when it boils down
Yeah.
to it. You know, it's all about writing good
Yes, it
music.
is.
You know, because that's what's going to last. It's not going to be like any fad or any statement. Because we're not all about statements. We're about writing the music and making sure that it's good and we're delivering a product to the people that they can rely on and that they know it's going to be consistent. Because that's what makes a difference, you know. It's like when you buy something from someone, you don't want something of a different genre that they're going to do just because it makes a statement. You know, you want to know what you're getting, you want to know what you're buying, you want to know what it's going to sound like, and you know you don't want to be disappointed. You know, and we don't want to disappoint our fans. We don't want to disappoint ourselves. Yep. So. I think that's very important, and that's one of our missions, basically. You know, that's one thing we're not going to deviate from. No matter how big we make it, no matter how far we go, it's always going to be like that. You know, our fans are as true to us as they're ever going to be, and it's always going to be that way. We're not going to forget our fans. We're not going to forget our mission, which is to provide the good music.
We serve the song.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
We
right.
serve the song.
We serve the
Yeah.
song.
Mhm.
We're just a conduit for it to come through. You know,
Exactly. Right.
that's how it comes up. Like it's just crazy how it works. But
Yeah.
it's definitely-
Yeah, it just flows through us
just-
perfectly.
yeah.
You know? And everybody
Exactly.
comes up with the right parts at the right time
Yeah.
for the right part of the song.
This is all meant to be. You know?
Yeah,
None of this is
exactly.
by chance for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
way we feel. That's the way I feel. So.
Exactly, because to find a band, it's hard to do.
It
But
is.
you've seen, dude,
Oh, yeah.
finding the right guys that want to do the same stuff as you do.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's tough. And we found it, and
Right.
once you find it, you just want to like squeeze it.
You
to
want to hold
death.
on.
Yeah,
to it. You know
definitely.
how hard it is, you know, to
Mhm.
keep
Yeah.
and how easy it is to go.
It's a chemistry.
So,
Yeah.
Definitely. And that's
Right,
definitely-
and you know, and finding that band, those members, you know, because I know there's people that we've played with at different times that have played with in other bands with other people.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
You know, several times if that were the case.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Right.
So yeah, I totally get that 100%.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
taking away the critique factor, do you listen to yourself musically?
I do a lot.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
yeah,
Do
definitely.
you pop in the Wyld Ryde CD and jam it on the way somewhere?
I'm a fan of the band.
I'm big on
We
YouTube.
I watch a lot of our live videos.
Yeah, same.
On
Yeah.
YouTube, I'm checking YouTube out all the time. I'm critiquing myself.
Well,
Without critique, though.
Without
critique,
just enjoying it.
I do enjoy it. Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll study something and I'll listen to some of our own material in the background, you know, and it's good, you know, like for whenever you're doing whatever, you know, sometimes just even in the background even. So I'm plugged into it a lot. I pretty much tune into it every day. It seems like just because of that, you know.
hell, I'll plug us into the speaker when I'm cooking and blast some Wyld Ryde.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I love
yeah.
it. I love
Right.
it. Man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
If you all could have played any concert from days gone past, like a major concert in history, what would it be?
That's cool.
Ooh, that's. I gotta think on that one.
Yeah. This morning, let's see how I watched it. Really, this morning was. I think it would have been great to be on the US Festival in '83.
Yes.
Oh my,
yeah.
yes,
Motley
you're
Crue and
totally
Judas
on.
Priest,
Yeah.
and Ozzy, and
Yeah.
I think that would have been great.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
might be
Yeah.
That would have been one hell of a party.
Judas Priest, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this morning I
definitely.
watched Priest and Crew,
Oh,
trying to
man.
get influence and get ready for this
Triumph.
Opening.
Triumph was
Yeah.
there.
Or
yeah.
opening for Kiss at the Cobo Hall.
Cobo Hall in
That would have
Detroit.
been cool.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that would have been great.
No, you're,
Do you all have a favorite venue or city you like to perform in?
Yeah. I got one. It's called the Platinum Dolls in Lexington, Kentucky. That's where I like to perform.
we'd never. For those who don't know, that is a strip club, and that's the after performance.
Yeah.
Exactly. On
No, honestly, this is my third time playing here at Mercury. I love playing here. When you,
Yeah.
I totally agree.
They treat us well.
when
know,
you walk
and-
out on stage and you see a big of a crowd as this place can hold, it's
Yeah.
it's something different, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And the first time, it's kind of nerve wracking.
Yes.
You're like, holy shit, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Phoenix Hill was amazing too.
Phoenix Hill was
Yeah,
back in
amazing.
the day. The
Yeah,
saloon.
back in the day,
Yeah.
the saloon stuff was always good.
Yeah.
Loved it.
The Bourbon Hall is always a nice place too.
Yeah, Bourbon Hall's been good to us.
Yeah, they've been good to us. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Really good. We kind of got our big start at the Bourbon
That's
Hall.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we started playing the bigger
Yeah.
venues and started bringing in the people and kind of got people looking at us from, busting our ass and getting out there and hustling tickets on the streets and advertising, doing it old school way. That's how you get your following, man. Just getting out there and doing it yourself. You can't sit there and wait on them to come to you, man. And that's what a lot of people do nowadays. They think, it's supposed to be a built-in crowd, this, that, and the other. No. You got to get out there and you got to go get them. You know what I'm saying?
You got to prove yourself to the people.
Yeah. Right, absolutely. I dig that 100%. Do you have a song or a couple of songs you listen to before every show?
Not from us. Not usually.
Not really.
Usually, if it's really strange, but before I go on a show, typically, I'll listen to something from Halloween or I'll listen to Vixen because I like those girls on stage because they know how to rock it. I mean, they really do.
Know how to rock it.
Yeah, they know how to rock it. All right.
Exactly.
And sometimes I'll watch Saxon because they're such a hard driving band. They've been around forever. And whenever I see them, I get really inspired. So before I go up on stage, usually if I'm at home, I'm checking one of those bands out usually before I go up there.
I think mine is like HBK's theme song. As I'm getting dressed, I'm just a sexy boy. Why, that's
Yes.
not really, I'm joking.
No, you ain't.
But
That's
keep
right.
that, though.
I got that, of course, yes. I mean, come on, man. I got some...
I think Ultimate Warrior.
I got an Ultimate Warrior, Randy Savage,
Stone
button,
Cold.
Stone
Steve
Cold.
Austin, yeah. Okay, so now, this is part of the interview. Drifts away from the music a little bit. Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite film?
I do.
Mine changes all the time.
I like horror movies a lot, you know. And my favorite horror movie of all time is Creepshow.
Ooh, yeah. Dude, good one.
It's an all-star cast, pretty much, and it never gets boring. Never gets boring. I can watch it over and over again, and the soundtrack is so phenomenal. The way that they use those synthesizers, John Harrison's music, I believe that's it, and I just never get tired of it. It's just something that when I saw the movie back, I think it was in '82. I was probably 11 years old. It scared the crap out of me in the theater. And it still holds a chord with me when I see it every now and then because the themes are really spooky, you know. And so, yeah, it's very... I love it. But I like a lot of those really old 80s movies like Halloween 3.
Yes. Dude.
Halloween 3 is awesome. I love The Fog. A lot of those movies, just so happens that Tom Atkins is in. I really love.
He's
right.
Yeah. You know. But yeah, I'm a real big fan of the old '80s genre horror movies, and I'll watch those things continuously.
I think my favorite movie changes all the time, but as of right now,
Nancy was good.
It was good.
Yeah, he let me borrow
But,
Sid Nancy. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
but I would say
Gary Oldman.
Yeah,
Gary Oldman's
that's a good one. He's awesome.
He's awesome, man.
Freaking fantastic. Sorry.
But I would.
Oh,
say,
you can say fucking fantastic.
Fucking
It's all good.
Oh, we can now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, this is a podcast. You can say whatever the fuck
Okay,
you want.
cool.
All right.
I don't have to worry about that $250,000 fine anymore.
Right.
There you go.
But my favorite movie as of this moment is the one I'll let you borrow, Mick. What Dreams May Come. I think that is a killer fucking movie. I love Robin Williams, though.
Right.
Robin Williams. Who don't love Robin
He
Williams?
was great.
Have you watched that yet?
He's a genius.
I have not had the time, though, but I'm going to.
He was a genius. Yeah.
Yes, he was.
What about you, Chief? You got one?
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
I love The Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
dude.
turned me on
Warriors.
to.
Dig it, brother.
Yeah.
Warriors is awesome.
Yeah, that's probably one of my all-time favorites.
Definitely, man. And I watched it and I was like, this is totally cheap. I was like, I can see why he loves this movie because it's him. I can picture
I
you.
think we're kind of looking like him.
We kind of do, dude. Yeah.
That's metal.
Come on,
though.
exactly. Metal,
Yeah.
rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Mine is definitely Batman from 1989 with Michael Keaton.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Good choice always.
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Talk to this
Whoa.
guy.
Oh, right. I'm a connoisseur of food, you know, because my wife calls me the bottomless pit as far as my stomach. And I like Mexican food probably the best of all. But then I love ethnic foods like Italian food and German food. Yeah, it's hard to keep me away from those places. You know, but I love Japanese food. I'm big on sushi, like cooked sushi, that is. And Sapporo is a great place I love to venture every now and then.
I love steak.
I love steak. He's all fancy.
He's like, I love steak.
That's what I was
Meat
just-
potatoes guy.
I I love.
He likes it pink in the center.
I like it. Yeah.
No, I love steak. I love steak, but after going to Japan, I absolutely love Japanese food.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Japanese food is
authentic,
awesome.
straight from in Tokyo. You go in these little restaurants, they're about as big as this room, and there's like 4 tables.
That's cool.
And you sit down and eat, man.
I'm with you there,
so
man.
good.
I'm with you there.
I think mine is pizza.
Just in
I like Bonnie and Clyde.
He's just easy to please.
Bonnie and Clyde's is my favorite.
Do you have a guilty pleasure musically?
Backstreet Boys.
I like a lot of like 90s. What kind of like the softer, not grunge, but
like alternative.
Alternative. I like a lot of that stuff. It's kind of reminiscing on my childhood type deal.
My guilty pleasure would be Devo. I love Devo from the early 80s. Like Spit, yeah. Some of those obscure songs. They were kind of on the punk edge, but something for everybody was a good album that came out, and it was it showed that they still had it, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I guess that's a guilty pleasure if you could say that.
I don't know.
What about the man?
I like oldie stuff. I like maybe.
He likes like Tupac and stuff.
X-Pac. I like X-Pac.
Suck it.
No, I like oldie stuff. Like I like Jerry Lee Lewis and stuff back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My mom
Elvis
got me
was
that
awesome.
stuff. Elvis was awesome. Yeah.
Little Richard.
Fuck, the best show, hands down, ever saw. The best show was Little Richard.
Yeah, I love that shit, man. I love that stuff.
I mean, that's the beginning.
Of course, I'd like to point out that my 5th cousins are the Everly brothers, so they're my 5th cousins. So
who is
the Everly brothers are my 5th cousins?
No shit, that's awesome.
Really, that's cool, man.
And they influenced Paul McCartney and John Lennon on how to sing that.
The harmony, definitely, and just killer shit all over.
Definitely, man.
All right, so I got a couple more questions here.
Sure.
Do you guys have a Spinal Tap moment?
I probably have the greatest one that'll be like on your show forever.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah, actually, yeah. All right, so we played, let's see, what was it? Portland Fest 2018.
Oh, God.
All right, in honor of the great Derek Smalls. Okay, my plan was that I was going to put a piece of fruit wrapped in Reynolds wrap down my pants. And I had it wrapped up in the foil and stuff in my bag. And Joey was setting up my amp. Joey one of the roadies we have, and he was setting up my amp, and he's pulling out all my cords in my bag. And right on stage in front of the big crowd we had, he pulls it out. This fucking thing wrapped in tinfoil, cucumber wrapped in tinfoil. He goes, "What the fuck is this?" in front of the whole audience. And I go, "No, not dog." So there you go.
Shit.
The jig was up.
The jig was up, and everybody knew that. So that was my Spinal Tap moment.
That's fucked up.
I don't think I have one that I can think of. I know I have one, but I can't think of.
I have none to compare to me. None to compare to me.
No, that's about it.
That's it.
Yeah, he takes the cake on
One
that.
more we got to roll out.
Definitely. And this is the actor studio one. If heaven or hell exists, what do you want to hear when you get there? To either place. Wherever you think you're going.
That's a deep question.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Rocker by Thin Lizzy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
First person to ever mention a song.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh man.
I'm going to go with Wang Chung. Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
That's going to be an interesting hell.
No, not that guy.
Right. I'm going to have to say a song that stands the test of time for me, and it's the epitome of heaviness, even though it was kind of older, is Screaming for Vengeance by Judas Priest.
That's fucking
That's
awesome,
good.
dude. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Dude.
Man.
I might change mine. Make the changes.
I don't know. I could say Shout at the Devil or something, but that's... Of course you're going to hear that in hell.
Right.
What about that?
Maybe in heaven. You never know.
You don't know.
I might go with Bastard. Just to walk in, that'd be my entrance music, man. Or the Stone Cold theme. You know what? The Stone Cold theme.
Stone Cold 18.
What? No, Stone Cold theme straight up.
The breaking glass.
Yeah.
Hey, here comes Kid Vicious coming out.
Michael, thank you.
Yes, of course,
Chief,
brother. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Pleasure was
God
mine.
bless you.
Yep. Mick,
Enjoy the
thanks,
show,
Mark.
man.
Thank you all.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you, dude.
And further on down the road.
Oh,
Yeah.
always.
Oh, you got it.
Definitely,
Peace.
man.
Rock and roll.
Yep. Rock and roll.
I gave you everything I had,
Since 1973, Tattoo Charlie's has been an established body modification studio in Kentucky, featuring world-renowned artists and piercers, currently with locations on Preston Highway and in Lexington, a staple point in the tattoo community. Learn more at TattooCharlies.com. Set up your appointment today at 7904 Preston Highway. Our tattoos are done while you wait.